We're back with Rob Davis of Fresh Energy.
Yay.
So
It's great to be with you. Great to be here. Fantastic to be at Verge as usual.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You were last here in 2015, right?
Yeah, my first ever Verge talk was 2015, and then I did go out to Verge Hawaii, which was also extraordinary. And in both of those situations, I met people that have just really accelerated my work, make it, connections that have made it go faster and go at a scale that I would not have dreamed of.
So let's talk about that. When you were out here in 2015, you met some friends of mine from Anderson Windows.
Yes, lovely
and made a
folks.
connection with them. I don't think you knew them beforehand, did you?
Not really, not like that.
So what's the project that came out of that?
Well, I understood after seeing Anderson Windows here at Verge, that prompted me to just go up and say, hey, how might we? And, are you guys interested in this? And then sure enough, just the week prior or 2 weeks prior, they had done some kind of an event about the habitat throughout the St. Croix River Valley, which is right adjacent to their headquarters. Their headquarters is right in there. And I was working on energy and habitat issues with pollinator-friendly solar. And they said, how can we help that go faster? And so sure enough, collaborations and great things happened. Their CEO penned an op-ed that ran in the local paper, and their commitment and support for Fresh Energy helped establish the nation's first standard for a fair, flexible definition of what constitutes pollinator-friendly in the context of a solar array. And that was a long time ago now.
So you're talking to me.
About 2 years ago.
For people understanding what pollinator-friendly solar array means, explain.
It means as opposed to gravel or turf grass, which have no nutritional value for bees. It means that throughout the array area and in the perimeter, there's some pollen and some nectar. And so that in each of those seasons, there's low-growing forbs, flowers that provide, nutrition, that provide food for bees. Bees and monarchs and other birds. So it's not just good for wildlife, it's actually really good and really important for agriculture.
Mm-hmm. So the legislation that passed in Minnesota was a unanimous decision, basically saying no brainer. The ag people like it, the solar people like it, the utility, everybody liked it.
It was great.
So it just kind of made a lot of sense.
Yeah. And so since then we took it to Maryland, which had a very fast legislative schedule, and they also said, everybody loves it. Why not? It's simply a matter of our only opponent in all of this work is simply the status quo. Is that if you pause to say, well, why not design this pollinator friendly? And when you talk to civil engineers who can say, oh, sure, we can put some, we can use a vegetation management plan that provides some benefits to bees, then all of a sudden the community loves it. The corporations love these pictures for their sustainability plans and their corporate image and the good that they're doing in the community. And we all get delicious honey. So
2 years later, drum roll, we got certified solar honey.
That's right.
And we have the first batch of it, I think.
Yeah, check this out, actually. We did a piece at greenbiz.com, and also National Geographic did it, and they called it the Tesla of honey.
That's right. These beekeepers, Travis and Kiara Bolton of Bolton Bees, they have established a national standard for solar honey. So these sites are not covered with gravel. They're not covered with turf grass. They qualify as pollinator-friendly solar arrays, and so solar honey only comes from pollinator-friendly solar arrays. This honey was incredibly popular this year in the agriculture building at the Minnesota State Fair. Nice. And lines were like 12 people deep for solar honey swirl ice cream, some vanilla ice cream with honey swirled on top.
Yum.
And there's all kinds of fantastic ways that chefs can use honey in their food. The top food reviewer, a James Beard award-winning food reviewer in Minnesota, said, this solar honey is absolutely perfect. Which is great for solar.
There we go. So we've been here with Rob Davis from Fresh Energy, who may have one of the sweetest jobs going. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Stay tuned after this break. We'll be back with more interviews.